Where a serious incident has unfolded at the Sawai Man Singh Hospital in Jaipur, where a pipeline leak caused water to flood the ICU, leading to the urgent relocation of critically ill patients. The incident took place in the ICU attached to the polytrauma ward, where a leakage took place from the pipeline, and it started late in the night. And there you can see those visuals. Just take a look at how that ward has water in it. Later, water started accumulating on the floor, and 14 patients, including 10 who were on ventilators, were then moved to ensure their safety. Nearly 6 inches of water was accumulated in the ICU after the water leakage. An area where the ICU has been built earlier housed rooms and toilets, and old water pipelines were buried during this construction. Over time, the pipelines corroded, which resulted in this water leakage. But can you imagine the situation in ICU? So there you can see the ICU ward there, and 14 patients having to be shifted out due to this water leak, and that too in the middle of the night. This is the Sawai Man Singh Hospital, a major hospital in Jaipur, and critically ill patients having to be relocated in the night because of this leakage of a water pipeline in the ICU. This is the polytrauma ward where this leakage took place. So 14 patients, including 10 on ventilators, had to be moved to ensure their safety. Well, let's go across to Harsha for more. And Harsha, give us more details. And very shocking that, firstly, this water leak, it involves the ICU, and, patients who are on ventilators had to be shifted out in the middle of the night.
Yes, absolutely. Now, I'm here at the trauma center of the SMS Hospital. Remember, this is Rajasthan's premier hospital, which handles all the load that comes in from patients. Everybody in Rajasthan, especially in the lower income and the middle income group, all come here. Now, this is the same hospital, Gargi, where, remember, 8 people had died because a fire had broken out on the second floor of this very building. And you can see that the third floor, the floor above that broken mesh, is the floor where the water has leaked. Now, what exactly happened? Well, apparently that floor used to house, that floor used to be housing, there were a lot of toilets there. Now, what the administration here has told us is that those pipes got old, they were corroded, and that's why the water leaked. Now, that was very, very dangerous because all the patients there, 14 patients were in that ICU unit. Of them, 10 were on ventilator support, and they were plugged into machines. So that water leaking, about 6 inches of water inside the ward, would have caused an electric shock. So, of course, they had to immediately react. They had to remove these people, move them out. And to move out patients who are on ventilator support is a challenge because you have to unplug and replug the machines. They have been shifted out. We are told that those patients are safe and they are undergoing treatment. But at Jaipur's premier hospital, again an incident which has raised questions about the upkeep of this hospital. This is the trauma building, which is in front of the main hospital, where all the emergency cases and the head injury cases come here.
That's right, in SMS Hospital, as you said, one of the premier hospitals of Rajasthan. Thanks so much, Harsha, for joining us with all those details.